ZMF headphones always leave me smiling, and this is no different. This is the Atticus, I guess the last closed back in the ZMF line I haven't tried. Being a bit of a completist here, this will be a quick one. I'm not going to have a ton to say, but if you happen to stumble across the other ZMF videos on the channel with the Aeolus and the Attor, or the Verite and the Icon, maybe this will just give you one more data point to help make a decision of which of the ZMF cans is the right for your sound profile. So I think this this is the brother or the cousin to the Aeolus in terms of the open back closed back pairing. ZMF sort of has, you know, an open back closed back version of each of their headphones, and so this, I guess, sits sort of at the lower end of the price structure, although just, you know, barely differentiated, I think, from the Icon. It's really more of a flavor preference than a cost at that point. The Icon, to my memory, was, you know, kind of a bigger, more excited sound, bigger, deeper bass, more sort of aggressive, sparkly highs, sometimes maybe a bit sibilant. This is much more like the Aeolus in that the mid-range is more pronounced. It's more detailed. It comes more forward. The bass is not quite as big or extended as the Icon. And the top end is not as sparkly or as sibilant. So this is kind of like the more mellow version of the Icon, a little more all-day listenable. You kind of lean more into this one rather than it coming out at you. You know, it has good detail and interest across the whole spectrum, from the bass range all the way up to the treble range. Really nothing to complain about. You know, it's got that nice, I don't know if it's psychological or physical, but there's something about putting on a big closed back wood headphone that just makes you want to just dig into the music and just kind of go into that world, and, you know, maybe never come out. Yeah, I guess ZMF describes this as like slightly warm, spacious clarity without semblance. I think that's mostly true. I don't know if these are as spacious, honestly, as the Icon from my memory, or obviously as an open back. But certainly, you know, smooth without semblant, I think is very fair to say. Maybe, you know, this isn't going to be like Verite level of detail by any means. And I think, honestly, like I said, maybe if you care a lot about clarity and detail and separation, then maybe an open back is, if you can have an open back in your environment, is the better choice. But if you want to kind of all-arounder, just really enjoyable listen that isn't going to like fatigue you, but you're still going to get a lot of pleasure and detail out of, and, you know, sort of within the price structure of the ZMF line, that's a great headphone. It's a super balanced, super great headphone. So I will leave it there. Signcraft signing out.